Pete, you've got to stop dropping that laptop, man.
What, that's like twice.
No, that's 10 times. 10 times in 2 weeks that's hit the ground. You dropped it in the break room. You dropped it on the stairs. And there's no way you don't remember the thing in the parking lot.
Okay.
You can't just let an expensive laptop take hit after hit after hit like that. You're on an NFL beat. Over the course of a 16-game season, there's no way it'll hold up.
That's why we have backups.
Have you seen the backup laptops? You can't use those for half a season. You got to protect your investment. You got to... What's the matter with you?
A little hot in here, don't you think? Do those windows work?
You can't take the heat? What's up, everybody? Tom Pellicero here with Pete Dougherty. Pete, I don't know about your email inbox, but mine has been a little filled with people panicking this week.
Yeah, a lot of angry people who all of a sudden think that the Packers are the worst team in pro football and maybe in college, too.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play Panic Switch. I'm going to give you 4 issues. You tell me how big of an issue on a scale of 1 to 10 you think they are. Number 1, the offensive line, the protection issues.
Short term, huge. 8 or 9 on the scale. Long term, I would guess, based on history, that's something they'll iron out, so for the long haul, a 4 or 5.
Number 2, the run game. Obviously, you wrote a story today. It's not being productive. Grant can't get out of the box, and when he does, he's not gaining extra yards. 8 yards was his longest carry last week.
Yeah. I'd put that one at about a 7. Again, just like with the protection, I think it's something that'll come along as the season goes on. I don't know if that'll ever be really good this year. But for the short term, it's something they need to address. Long term, you assume it's something that'll get better as the year goes on.
Number 3, the safeties. Obviously a big move today, and one that, again, we didn't really see coming. Aaron Rouse getting the axe in favor of Matt Giordano. And now it looks like Collins will be back, but beside him, you got either Derek Martin or possibly Jarrett Bush. How big of a concern is that?
Short and long term, both big concern. 7 or 8 on that one. They have to integrate at leleast one guy in, probably Martin, I think, for the short term, for the next week or two, until Big B's back. But for the long term, I don't think Big B was playing that great to begin with. Collins was playing fine, so that's the weak link in their defense right now.
And number 4, this is really the big one. The team itself. They're 1-1, but they're coming off a bad loss in which they played terribly in all 3 phases against the Cincinnati team that had lost to Denver the previous week. Mike McCarthy, you pointed it out, kind of turned on a little fire at the end of his press conference today, just kind of saying, we're going to play our game, we're not changing things, we're going to do what we do, and we're going to do it well this week. What did you make of that? And how big of a concern do you think it is, 1 to 10, of the team?
Team long term, probably 5. I mean, this was a terrible start the way they played last week, but he did get a little worked up on his last answer and showed a little fire, and I got the sense that he's mad at his team. I suspect he's made that known in meetings. I still pick 10 and 6. I'm no reason to back off that right now.
Any way they lose to St. Louis?
Boy, with those safeties, you never know. I'd still have to bet on them, though.
For Pete, I'm Tom. See ya.
Is it broken?
You should probably restart.